family. That's right. It's the queen of the real deal. That's right. Real deal. No BS talk show. And we were talking a little bit earlier today, the show prior to healthy relationships. How do we have them? Where are they? Do they truly exist? This whole notion they were talking about when the therapist was saying that we want to spend a lot of time in therapy for someone to fix us. That I think it was actually Dr. Omar Johnson who first started talking about how it's the inner child in us that's attracted to the other person's inner child, and how we have these childish relationships with each other, and we don't want to grow up. And as long as you're keeping me, how do you say it? As long as you're keeping me entertained, as long as you're keeping me with distractions, as long as you're keeping me from worrying and looking into me, then I'm good with the relationship. But once you no longer are entertaining me, once you're no longer doing that thing for me, and I think it was another therapist that pointed out that we're actually looking for someone to distract us from us. And that we're also looking for someone to, quote unquote, make us happy. How's that working for you? Are you happy? Is that person making you extremely happy? Or are you already happy when you came into the relationship and you're looking for more happiness? How did our ancestors manage to stay in marriage and stay in love for decades and decades? And we never saw them hug and kiss, but they had a structure and they took care of their family. They took care of their bills. They took care of everything, no matter what was going on. Oppression, depression, you name it. Lynchings, job, no job. It just breaks my heart to think of all the things that they had to go through, that we don't have to go through, but yet and still we don't want to go through anything. We just want to have this like fairy tale relationship where we just go off into the sunset being happy, happy, happy. And there's no need to worry or no need to fight and argue. I mean, everything is just perfect. We're just like the perfect couple. And it's just wonderful. And, it's roses and honey and just love and peace and joy, And what do they say? Fake it until you make it, right? Fake it till you make it. At any rate, I wanted to start my thought today with you because we're working on the 4 agreements, the 4 non-negotiable agreements. Last week we talked a little bit, or was it day before yesterday? I'm starting to load these up big time because I got to get this thing going because I'm 10,000 strong on another platform, and then on this platform, man, please like and subscribe for the queen. Thank you so very much. I'm trying to grow this thing. So in the 4 things that we cannot just get along with, we just can't act as if. And the first one I think that they said was that money, that's money, it's big money. We cannot play with the money game. We can't act as if the money really doesn't matter. It's not going to work. If you're in a committed marriage and relationship, you have to be able to work that money thing out. Who's going to be in control of the money? We're going to sit down and discuss how much is being spent. Are we going to work through the relationship like we would a business? And that's probably the best way to do that is to work like it is a business, because believe it or not, relationships are business. I mean, we buy homes, we buy cars, we have children, we create families, we send off to college, we do everything. Excuse me one second. A little sip of that decaf coffee. At any rate, we take our time and we go through financial situations that sometimes can break us. A lot of people walk away in divorce and they are devastated financially. And for the most part, it is men. I did catch some flack from one of my videos that I did where I stated that women get ghosted and women get dumped. And one of my near and dear friends was in town that weekend that I aired that episode. And he pointed out to me, well, when are you going to start addressing the men and how they can lose the home, lose the wife, lose the kids, and then they still have to pay their money. They've got to take care of that family, got to take care of that wife and the children, ex-wife and children, and they can be totally financially devastated. And I had to admit, it kind of took me, I had to, step back and say, oh, wait a minute. He's absolutely right. I'm so busy talking about the women's perspective. What about the man's perspective? What happens to him? How does he revamp his life? How does he start over? And I'm sure it's very difficult. So, I don't know a lot about how men vibe like that. I'm not going to sit here and play like I know. I don't know. So maybe somebody can call in during our showtime and, tell us what's going on with the men. How are they making it through that whole money thing? So again, we're going to do this as we're keeping them short and sweet. Make sure you listen to the Real Deal No BS talk show. Please like and subscribe. We need that. And let's keep coming to you. All right. So thanks so much for joining me today. Au revoir.